Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. Today we're playing more Rebel Inc. We're playing it on Brutal and we're playing Pistachio Forest with the General. And I gotta say, I failed a lot of times on this one, probably maybe about 20, and then I was surprised how fast I beat it. This is about 14 minutes here before actually completing it. And I'll tell you how I did this. First things first, we're watching our money, and I'm always resorting back to a couple of them that I know cost about $4, so I'm keeping an eye on those. But going to government, I'm doing district representatives, I'm doing outreach office, those are the two at the top. And then going to civilian, what I've actually done was service discussion this time, and I focused on the three that were around it, which were school regeneration, medical supplies, and water supplies. I really didn't do too much more on top of that. So at first, I was spending about 3 or 4 things at a time based by how the money was. And like I said, service discussions, district representatives, outreach office, and then I would pick one of the three inside civilian there. I always go for water supplies. It just makes sense to me to give water first out of anything. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But going back and forth, I'm watching what's going to increase the inflation the most. And then I can do universal justice, do P&R, and then do anti-corruption. And what I'm trying to do is save up about $25 or so before I see that first banner saying the insurgents are coming. If I got enough money to, I'm going to do foreign relations right before that point. If not, I'm going to do it afterwards. But really, those are the things that I want to have ready before the insurgents even pop out. That's going to kind of help me grow and so on. And that seemed to do the trick for it on this one here. So let's talk about when the insurgents finally do come out. So when the insurgents came out, I really started pumping out troops. I did a coalition and a national right away. I gave it a second or two to let inflation cool down, then popped another coalition, and then another national. From there, kind of waited for things to cool down a little bit more, and then coalition, and then at that point, I had a lot of troops on there. So I said, number one, let me get my corruption down. So I did anti-corruption 2, and then after that, I hit up the second P&R, which I looked ahead is called Strategic Communications. And once I dropped that, I hit up Anti-Corruption 3, and then I did the little corruption one that's right above that. It's like $4, and that immediately reduces your corruption. And really after that, it was just doing a little bit more corruption and just picking things. So once I got the peace treaty, something I focused on this time was I was choosing more of the middle things. I wasn't really so worried about getting reputation. I was more worried about not making the insurgents angry. But one thing I noticed actually is if you ever see a little question mark, they're usually pretty faded. If they pop up on there, that's pretty much a clear indication that there's a rebel base around. And that's going to be a key thing that you want to get rid of, because that's really what's beefing up these insurgents. And what I noticed is if you see larger kind of diamonds, that's saying that there's a base around too, because there's more powerful insurgents. So keep an eye for those things. Really though, that's how I beat it. Maybe I just got lucky on it and picked some of the right things, but I'm always starting at that kind of Charlie Papa. That seemed to be a good spot to kind of get around to things. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If this was helpful to you, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I could use all the help that I can get. And really other than that, check out all the description stuff down below. And thanks for watching. So remember, I pick my butt.
Bye-bye.